Vin Diesel, born Mark Sinclair on July 18, 1967, in Alameda County, California, grew up with questions surrounding his identity. His birth certificate lacked a father's name, leaving a lifelong mystery. His mother, Delora, a white astrologer with Scottish ancestry, never revealed his father's identity, hinting he might have been a man of color, which reflected the social taboos of pre-1967 America. Diesel embraced the unknown, never taking a DNA test, believing the mystery shaped him. Growing up without a conventional family narrative instilled resilience and curiosity, laying the groundwork for a life marked by creativity, grit, and relentless determination. Growing up in New York's artistic heart, Diesel and his twin brother, Paul Vincent, were raised in Westbeth Artists Housing, a converted industrial complex in Greenwich Village, New York City. Far from suburban normalcy, the building was a haven for artists, musicians, and creative minds. Surrounded by famous neighbors like jazz legend Miles Davis and photographer Diane Arbus, Diesel absorbed inspiration from an early age. Irving Vincent, his black stepfather and theater director, introduced him to performance and storytelling. This environment nurtured his imagination, teaching him the value of art and expression. Growing up amid diverse, eccentric influences would later inform both his acting and filmmaking ambitions. Early taste of performance. At age 7, Diesel had his first brush with acting after breaking into a theater with friends to graffiti it. Instead of punishment, the director offered scripts and paid them to join rehearsals. Diesel eagerly agreed, debuting in a play called Dinosaur Door. That moment ignited a lifelong passion, despite a challenging upbringing. Early exposure to stagecraft allowed him to experiment with identity, voice, and emotion. While life outside the theater demanded survival skills, these formative experiences gave Diesel a sense of purpose and a glimpse of the power of storytelling, planting seeds for the fearless, self-directed career he would later pursue. Teenage years, strength, and survival. Survival became a defining theme during Diesel's adolescence. By 17, he worked as a nightclub bouncer in Manhattan, facing tough crowds, gang members, and dangerous individuals. Venues like Tunnel and Mars tested his physical and mental limits. Colleagues nicknamed him Diesel, inspired by his boundless energy and his stepfather Vincent's name. Without gyms or professional trainers, Diesel built strength using makeshift equipment like beer kegs and push-ups on nightclub floors. This period forged both his physique and his resilience, blending toughness with discipline. These experiences also laid the foundation for his on-screen persona, where physicality, fearlessness, and intensity would become signature traits. Pursuing education and literature. Despite demanding work, Diesel valued intellectual growth. In 1987, he enrolled at Hunter College to study English literature, aiming to refine his storytelling abilities. Balancing studies with work was difficult, and he ultimately dropped out in 1990, just 3 credits shy of graduation. Inspired by Robert Rodriguez's El Mariachi, made on a shoestring budget, Diesel sought to carve his own path rather than follow a conventional one. Professors warned of Hollywood's challenges, even sending him rejection letter examples. Undeterred, Diesel prioritized action over theory, embracing risk to pursue a career driven by creativity, vision, and independence, rather than convenience or money. Early struggles in Hollywood. Diesel's initial years on screen were humbling. His first appearance in 1990's, Awakenings, was uncredited, and for 5 years, speaking roles eluded him. Casting directors struggled to categorize him. He was not white enough for some roles, not black enough for others, and not Latino enough for certain parts. Rather than wait for the industry to define him, Diesel took initiative. In 1994, he wrote, directed, produced, and starred in the short film Multifacial, reflecting the struggles of actors with mixed identities. Made in just 3 days for $3,000, it gained recognition in film festivals, catching the attention of influential figures and opening doors previously closed to him. Breakthrough with Spielberg. A copy of Multifacial reached Steven Spielberg, who was impressed by Diesel's initiative and talent. Spielberg rewrote a role in Saving Private Ryan, 1998, specifically for Diesel, casting him as Private Caparzo. Though his screen time lasted only 12 minutes, Diesel's performance, particularly a scene where he tried to save a girl before being killed, demonstrated emotional depth beyond his tough guy image. Spielberg praised his creative input on set, validating Diesel's belief in self-directed work. This brief but powerful exposure established credibility in Hollywood, proving he could convey both vulnerability and intensity, and marking the beginning of his rise from independent creator to professional actor. Fast cars and global fame. By 2000, Diesel's career accelerated with Pitch Black, and in 2001, he became a household name with The Fast and the Furious. Starring as Dominic Toretto alongside Paul Walker, the film, made for $38 million, grossed over $200 million globally. Audiences were captivated by the mix of adrenaline-fueled action, brotherhood, and car culture. Diesel's commanding presence, deep voice, and authenticity resonated with fans. He became synonymous with tough yet principled characters, solidifying his status as an action star. Unlike many actors, Diesel sought roles that aligned with personal values, demonstrating early signs of a career built on passion and purpose, rather than mere financial gain. Strategic choices in Hollywood. Diesel shocked Hollywood by rejecting a $25 million offer for the sequel, criticizing the script for lacking heart. His decision signaled a commitment to meaningful work over money. Later, he negotiated ownership of his character Riddick from the Pitch Black series instead of immediate payment, securing long-term creative and financial control. These choices reflect a calculated approach to Hollywood, blending artistic integrity with business savvy. By becoming a producer and retaining rights, Diesel transformed from a performer into a franchise owner, controlling narratives, scripts, and casting decisions, ensuring both creative authority and enduring influence in an industry that often limits actors' autonomy. Building the Fast and Furious empire. By 2009, Diesel was producing and shaping the Fast and Furious franchise. Films like Fast 5, Furious 7, and The Fate of the Furious grossed billions, elevating Diesel from star to industry powerhouse. He founded production companies, including One Race Films and Tegan Studios, protecting his creative interests. The franchise's success demonstrated Diesel's vision, balancing blockbuster entertainment with emotional resonance. His role extended beyond acting. He oversaw storylines, casting, and character development. The franchise's global appeal underscored Diesel's ability to merge business acumen with artistic intuition, creating a cultural phenomenon that emphasized loyalty, family, and resilience, themes central both on-screen and off. Hobbies and interests beyond acting. Diesel has unique passions. He is an avid Dungeons & Dragons player, a game he has enjoyed since the 1980s. He contributed a foreword to the game's anniversary book and has expressed interest in a live-action adaptation. These hobbies reveal a quieter, imaginative side of Diesel, contrasting with his on-screen toughness. They reflect a lifelong love for storytelling, strategy, and community. By pursuing private joys and creative outlets, Diesel balances the demands of global fame with personal fulfillment, highlighting the multidimensional aspects of his personality: disciplined, loyal, and imaginative, yet fiercely private. Facing challenges and controversies. Diesel's career has also faced public challenges. In 2023, a former assistant filed a lawsuit alleging misconduct on the set of Fast 5. While some claims were dismissed, others, including sexual battery and wrongful termination, proceeded legally. Diesel remained publicly silent, letting his team manage the case. The controversy added pressure during Fast X production, prompting director changes and increased costs. These challenges reflect the complexities of high-profile careers, where creative control, personal reputation, and corporate interests intersect. Diesel navigates these pressures carefully, showing that resilience and discretion remain integral to both his professional and personal approach. Legacy and impact. Vin Diesel's journey demonstrates a blend of toughness, creativity, and loyalty. From a fatherless child in New York's artist housing to an international action star and producer, Diesel overcame identity struggles, financial challenges, and Hollywood's typecasting. His commitment to family, friendships, and creative control defines him as both a human being and a professional. Diesel's story shows that resilience, self-directed ambition, and deep personal values can drive a lasting legacy. While he faces both triumphs and trials, his career embodies a rare balance, one of public spectacle, private dedication, and an unwavering commitment to authenticity and the people he loves. Conclusion: the man behind the persona. Vin Diesel is more than an action star. He is a storyteller, father, friend, and visionary navigating fame with discipline and integrity. His life reveals the interplay of mystery, struggle, creativity, and loyalty. From building physical strength in nightclubs to shaping billion-dollar franchises, he embodies resilience and foresight. Diesel honors personal bonds, protects family privacy, and channels experiences into compelling narratives on screen and off. His legacy is a testament to the power of perseverance, authenticity, and dedication. In Hollywood's bright lights, Diesel has built a life and career that reflects both strength and heart, a true emblem of enduring influence.